prosecutor are correct. I've had an opportunity to review with my client his constitutional and statutory rights, and at this time I believe he is prepared to make a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary change of plea as described. Thank you.
One question I have for both counsel: does this conviction prevent him from owning or possessing a firearm? Or does it make him a non-qualifying?
Federally.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, Mr. Cole, how old are you?
Your Honor, I'm 33 years old.
You can remain seated. How far did you go through school?
I have 4 degrees, 2 master's degrees.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
And you're able to read, write, and understand the English language, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Prior to coming to court, have you taken any drugs or alcohol or any prescription medication within the last 48 hours?
No, Your Honor.
Have you ever been diagnosed with or treated for any mental illness?
Yes, Your Honor.
What have you been diagnosed with?
PTSD, anxiety, depression, and adjustment disorder.
Are you treating for any of those conditions?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
What does your treatment consist of?
I go to therapy once weekly with a veteran service therapist.
All right. Are you prescribed any medication with that?
No, I'm not, Your Honor.
All right. Did you get a copy of the indictment in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's my understanding you're going to plead guilty to count 2, domestic violence, of misdemeanor 1, and then count 1 would be dismissed at sentencing. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, before I accept your guilty plea, I need to determine that you know and understand the constitutional rights you'll be waiving, the consequences of your guilty plea, and the maximum penalty I could give you, and I need to be satisfied that your guilty plea is being made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. I'm going to ask you some questions. If you don't understand a question, let me know. If you want to talk to Mr. Brown some more, let me know, and I'll give you more time. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a constitutional right to have a trial, either to me or to a jury of 12 Lake County citizens. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you go to a jury trial, all 12 members must agree to a guilty verdict before you can be found guilty. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you go to trial, the prosecutor will call witnesses to testify against you. Do you understand the prosecutor must prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
After the witnesses are done testifying for the prosecutor, you have the constitutional right to have your lawyer cross-examine those witnesses. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you go to trial, you have the right to have witnesses come here and testify for you. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If those witnesses refuse to come to court, I'll issue an order called a subpoena to make them testify. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to testify at trial if you want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the constitutional right to not testify at trial if you do not want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you decide not to testify at trial, nobody is permitted to comment on that decision. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you file an appeal, you have the constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you in the appeal. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your
Are
Honor.
you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you could not afford to hire a lawyer, one would be provided at no cost to you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you file an appeal, you're entitled to have a transcript of all the hearings in this case. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you could not afford a copy of those transcripts, they'd be given to you at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty today, you will not have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
No, Your Honor.
Do you still want to plead guilty to count 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to that charge?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
And you understand by pleading guilty to this charge, to voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time I could sentence you to jail or to community control.
Yes, Your Honor.
Domestic violence is a misdemeanor of the first degree. It carries a 180-day maximum jail sentence and a $1,000 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that your conviction wouldn't prevent you from owning or possessing a firearm?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that I could place you on community control for up to 5 years, but if you violate any conditions, I could send you to jail for 180 days? You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, has anybody promised you I would be lenient on you just because you're pleading guilty here today?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you what I will sentence you to in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand I don't have to follow the sentencing recommendation of either the prosecutor or your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had enough time to talk to Mr. Brown before pleading guilty today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he discussed everything about your case and answered all of your questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the advice he has given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to plead guilty today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entering your guilty plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Alessi, if the case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
The evidence would show that the defendant and the victim in this case were married at the time of the offense and shared a 2-year-old son together. And on October 5th of 2025 in Lake County, state of Ohio, the defendant came home intoxicated and proceeded to call the victim names, smack her across the face, pull her off the bed, grab and squeeze her around the throat, and threaten to kill her. The victim was able to capture that entire interaction on an audio recording on her phone, which was subsequently provided to the police in this case. When the defendant eventually left the room, the victim grabbed her son and phone and ran from the house and contacted the police. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, anything to add to those facts?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Cole, did you hear what Ms. Alessi said that the facts would show if the case went to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are those facts true?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what is your plea to count to domestic violence and misdemeanor 1?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Brown?
We went over this. Would you like us to proceed?
Yes, go ahead.
That's all right. Just do it. Sign there.
I've witnessed the defendant and his attorney sign the written plea of guilty here in open court, and I've signed it as well. May I approach?
Yep. Mr. Cole, is this your signature on the written plea of guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want me to accept your written plea of guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I will accept the written plea of guilty. Defendant was present. Mr. Brown advised of all of his rights, made a knowing, intelligent, voluntary waiver. He understands the nature of the charge, the consequences of his guilty plea, and the maximum penalty. Find it to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I will accept his plea of guilty and find him guilty of count 2, domestic violence, and misdemeanor 1. I will refer this for a pre-sentence report. Drug and alcohol evaluation, victim impact statement. Sentencing will be March 26, 2:30 p.m., and the bond is continued. Anything else, Ms. Alessi?
No, Your Honor, not from the state.
Mr. Brown?
Nothing further. Thank you, Judge.
All right, we're adjourned.
Thank you.
You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Hibbard, does he want a hearing, or is he going to waive the probable cause hearing today?
He's going to waive the probable cause hearing, Your Honor.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so why are we here?
Your Honor, I try to be perfect because I got people depending on me.
Well, here, don't try to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, so don't try to be perfect. This isn't a contest of being perfect, okay? You're here on the periphery of this murder that occurred on 2 F4s, okay? And a lot of it has to do with your good buddy Triplet, okay? That's why you're here. So you're like right on the edge. So I did not send you to prison on these two F4s. I sent you to jail for 180 days to complete the jail treatment program, then to complete the NeoCap program, on the chance that you're going to conduct yourself when you're done as a law-abiding citizen who, I think the first thing out of your mouth is you've got responsibilities. So in order to attend to your responsibilities, you have to conduct yourself as a law-abiding citizen. Yet, within a month, after you're sentenced, you're here for getting in some altercation with other knuckleheads over a goddamn pastry. So explain this to me.
It started off with me having a conversation with Noel, whose big Texas hat got took, and he said that he didn't want to shut the pod down. And I explained to him, like yo, stuff you got took, like, I shut the pod down. And then...
How does one shut the pod down?
Because not, like, shut the pod down as in, like, the CEOs come in and investigate it. We'd be on lockdown.
Uh-huh.
So after that, Eberlin had got into the argument. Like, it was an argument, it was a conversation. He had got into it. It was like, I'm a punk kid and I'm broke and everything else. And I'm like, as I said, it don't pertain to you. Just stop talking to me. But this is not the first time that he had came to me with some, like, some mess, basically.
Some what?
Some mess. And then after that, it was count time. The CEOs had came through. I laid down, and then me and Noel was talking about cars. We started talking about cars, and then he went back into the conversation saying something else. And then after I told him like you got it, he decided to start screaming. After he started screaming, you can hear me on camera saying like, you got it, but just leave me alone. And then that kept going on for like 5 maybe 10 or so minutes. And then Mac from downstairs had came upstairs and had he was arguing with Eberlin, and Eberlin was like, "Oh, you're trying to protect your little buddy." And then Mac was like, "No, I'm tired of y'all arguing. Both of y'all shut up." And then I laid down, and then him and Mac kept going back and forth. And then that was the night. And then the next morning, I woke up and I was in Fort Frank in the hole.
So what exactly did you do wrong in this whole thing?
I could have just walked away from it.
Okay. Why didn't you walk away from it?
Truth be told, I really don't know. But I called myself de-escalating the situation by telling him like, you got it. Like, instead of me arguing back and forth saying like, I got this, I got that, I just said, you got it. Like you're right, bro, you're right. And that's what I'm saying the whole time. And I really don't know why I didn't just lay down and just be quiet and have him talk to himself.
Okay, so who's the bad guy in this whole thing?
Me.
And who else?
Everyone.
Eberling? Is that the name, Dave?
Yeah.
Eberling. Who's Eberling to you?
Nobody.
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 What do you know about Eberling, Dave?
So he is on probation through Judge Rupel's court for tampering with evidence and theft, F5. Looks like he got booted out of JTP too.
Okay. How many people are in the jail? Do you have any idea?
No.
How many people are in the jail treatment program that you were in?
I believe 15 or 20 or so people.
Okay. Out of those 15, or let's say 20, what percentage of those members of the jail treatment program are have demonstrated to the rest of society that they're a pain in the ass?
I don't know, Your Honor.
100%. Okay, that's my guess. Or they wouldn't be in the jail tree. You've been a pain in the ass of society. Okay. So should we continue to try to make you not be a pain in the ass to society, and to conduct yourself as a law-abiding citizen, or should we just abandon that project and send you to prison? What should we do with you?
Definitely don't abandon me, but help me to get on the path of growth and be a law-abiding citizen.
All right, I can help you in any number of ways. But if you continue to be a pain in the ass, it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what Ms. Hibbard does. It doesn't matter what anybody does. So, like I said earlier, you have 2 F4s because you are on the periphery of this Willoughby murder. And you were given a chance. And you decided to get in some argument with Eberling, who means nothing to you. Now, if you end up a prison inmate, then you're probably going to need to have those arguments and those confrontations and physical fights for every day that you're there. That becomes a necessity. Did you actually engage in a physical fight that resulted in you being put in the hole?
No, it was horse playing with Sullivan.
I don't know what horse playing is.
It was us wrestling,
Okay.
but it was no physical fight.
Who was the referee for the wrestling match?
There was no referee.
Okay.
It was really no referee. It was just us playing around.
All right. Well, you shouldn't do that, okay? Because here's the consequence of that. So, I'm going to think about what I'm going to do with you. And you're going to come back here in about 2 weeks. Ms. Hibbard, you can go get a date from Maria.
Understood, Your Honor.
And for the final hearing. And then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with you.